Hey, what's up guys? This is Gus, bringing you another gameplay commentary. The game you're watching right now is a Halo 4 gameplay that I got last week. Pretty decent score. I think I went 19, 3, and 4, something like that. So pretty good score. Sucky ending though. Team ended up losing. You know what? No big deal though. It happens. You know, sometimes I'm the guy that's getting beat down. This time it was the rest of my team, so no big deal, but I want to bring you guys a decent score. So that's what you're going to see in this video. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know. But anyway, today is Monday morning. It is the week of Valentine's Day. And what I want to do for you guys today is I want to give you a follow-up video to the one I posted last week where I gave you guys tips and tricks on how to get a Valentine's date. Now, I set a goal for you during that last video where I wanted you to get a date by this past weekend. Not this weekend, but this past weekend. And there was a reason for that. You know, so I'm assuming that if you're listening to this video, either A, you're a great fan of this channel and I appreciate it. B, things didn't work out for you and you want to know what to do next. Or C, you just happen to find this and you're tuning in to see what this is all about. So I have some strategies for you and advice on what you should do this week, the week of Valentine's Day. So let's get started. First of all, I just want to make it clear that I don't recommend you try to hook up this week. And I'm going to give you reasons why. First of all, your level of desperation right now, you have to understand, your level of desperation is very high. You know, you're feeling the pressure of Valentine's Day. You realize it's only a couple of days away. So your standards right now are very low. You know, you're going to be talking to girls that usually you wouldn't even give the time of day to. You know, and at this point, you're better off being alone than humiliating yourself. You do not want to be caught with someone that usually you don't even look twice at. You don't want to be caught, you know, you don't want to go somewhere and have your friends see you with a girl that isn't up to par, that you're going to be embarrassed to be seen with. And suppose there is a girl that you like. What if she sees you out there with a girl that's not so great, to put it nicely? You know, she's going to be like, damn, this guy's going out with these type of women, and then she's definitely not going to give you the time of day at that point. So you don't want to embarrass yourself. You don't want to have Valentine's Day turn into a negative. You know, so just keep that stuff in mind, is that you don't want to make yourself look worse than you already do. I mean, sometimes you're just better off being on your own. You know, you have to remember that sometimes it's okay to say, you know what, things didn't happen for me. I'm cool with that. I'm gonna relax. So just keep that in mind. Also, and this is very important guys, also if you hook up this week, understand that you know you're going to have to buy a Valentine's gift. You know, what do people usually get? Flowers, candy? This stuff isn't expensive. You know, if you decide to go with a dozen roses, what are you looking at spending? 60, 70, maybe even 80 bucks? Are you prepared to spend that kind of money on a maybe? Candy? I mean, C's chocolates? What are you talking about there? 20, 30 bucks? Are you going to buy a gift at this point for someone that you don't even know? You know, and I'm not talking about a complete stranger, but even if you ask somebody out at, you know, say, I don't know, if you're going to college or high school, whatever, if you're asking somebody out, most likely you probably don't even know them, you know, that well to know what's in her, you know, what's in her mind if she's thinking this is a serious thing or whatever. So are you willing to spend that kind of money on someone that you don't know? And then, you know, and the thing is, Valentine's Day is very expensive for dudes. In addition to flowers, candy, whatever, we haven't even gotten into the date. You know, suppose you take someone out for dinner, that's another 50, 60, 70 bucks. I mean, who the hell even knows? I mean, unless you go really on the cheap and go to a fast food restaurant, but this isn't cheap, people. And you need to understand that at this point, you're just basically going to be throwing your money away for something that's not a sure thing. Another thing to consider is that girls at this point will probably hook up with you because they're also in desperation mode. They also, realize that it's the week of Valentine's Day. So they're feeling the pressure too. And that's the thing is that suppose you decide to go the route, and say, you know what, I'm gonna ask this nice looking girl out. She might just say yes to you because she's, doesn't have any other plans. No one has asked her out, so she's probably just as desperate as you are, and she's probably gonna be like, all right, cool, I'll give this guy the time of day, just so I don't have to be alone and look bad. But she might not have any real intentions of being with you, but she just doesn't want to look bad. So again, you're going to be spending all this money on someone that's probably at the end of the day not going to be your girlfriend. And you also have to consider that if you ask a girl out now, I mean, shoot, imagine if she was holding out for this particular guy to ask her out. So you're going to ask her out, get a, she might give you the time of day and be like, all right, cool, I'll go out with you. But then as soon as this other dude that she really wanted to ask her out, gives her a call or whatever, then she's going to freaking cancel the date with you, and you're going to be there holding a dozen roses and candy that you spent a shitload of money on, and she's going to freaking leave you high and dry for the dude who she really wanted to go out with. So then you're going to be sitting there with all this wasted money and have to end up giving this stuff to someone like your sister or your mom. There's nothing more pathetic than giving a Valentine's gift to a family member. And like I said before, it's like these girls, just because they might accept a date from you at this point, doesn't mean that they plan on being your girlfriend. They don't. For women, this Valentine's Day is a women's holiday. They do not want to be alone. And you have to remember that. So just because, you might ask somebody out this week and they might say yes, it's probably because they're desperate. It's probably because they don't have a date and they're like, you know what? I'll go ahead at this point and go out with anybody so I don't have to be alone. And they'll get the free candy from you. They'll get the free flowers. They'll get the free card. They'll get the free dinner. They'll get the free movies. And all you'll get at the end of the day is an empty pocket with no money. So those are the reasons why you should not hook up this week. You're just setting yourself up for failure, and we don't want that. I do not want that for you guys. And that's what you're going to get at this channel, ladies and gentlemen. While more gentlemen, is that I'm going to give you tips and tricks for life to keep you from being humiliated, to keep you from wasting your money. You're going to get that stuff here. So keep all that stuff in mind. Just relax. It's no big deal. You don't have a date. It's not the end of the world. We can pick this up, all this dating stuff after Valentine's Day where you can save a couple bucks and really be focused on what you want. So anyway, guys, hope you keep all this stuff in mind. Hope you take the advice. Hope you like the gameplay. This is Gus Canillin on Valentine's Day, and I'm out. Peace.